Welcome back to Food Travelers. In this episode, we are actually heading off strip and we're going to a breakfast place. It's pretty popular with the locals, Micah. It's a place called Eggscellent.
Yes, Simon. This restaurant is pretty interesting looking. We didn't really notice that they have a specific entrance for the in and the one for the out. And also they have like a really nice looking theme here. There's a lot of locals who come here, and their business operation hours are from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. And it's open daily. So it's a great location. There's plenty of parking, and there's a lot of little decorations around the restaurant, which makes it really nice.
Yeah, one of the things I kind of really noticed, Micah, was it's located in the strip mall, but it's pretty busy. Like there was a lot of people going through. It's always consistently somebody coming in or going out. There's always kind of a line that kind of stood at the front. So definitely is a place that, at least going through, and I know as we were going through the research, Micah, looking for something we wanted to try in terms of breakfast wise, and this place popped up, and when I saw this, it looked really interesting, and it got pretty nice ratings from everybody. And seeing how full it was with all the locals coming in, I had a good feeling that it'll probably be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm glad you found this one, Simon. It's actually a really good breakfast place. I quite enjoy it. I don't often eat breakfast outside as much anymore, now that I'm trying to cook more at home, but this one definitely is a really good breakfast location. So what's the item that you got?
And as you might have saw, I actually ordered, that's kind of what piqued my interest, was this nasty box. So they make a few different versions of the box, and this one in this case is a nasty box. It's kind of a take on Eggs Benedict, but one of the things that kind of, when I saw this, I really wanted to try was, it reminds me kind of those Taiwanese box foods. Usually it's kind of something kind of sweet over there, but in this case it was savory and a breakfast item, and so I wanted to try it, and it was very interesting. It was pretty good. The Eggs Benedict, it comes, the one I got at least, the nasty box, it comes with the braised beef, grilled onions, and grilled peppers, as well as the poached eggs and the hollandaise sauce. It also comes with a side of hash browns, and cutting through and going through everything, it was pretty interesting, and actually it was pretty delicious. I really liked this quite a bit. Definitely a big portion, so if you're really hungry, a dish like this will actually fill you up really well.
Yeah, watching you cutting through that egg was nice and runny. It was like cooked perfectly. I feel like the service here was really good too in general. The server came by several times, filling up our coffee with hot coffee, of course, and giving us extra cream. And he did ask if we wanted normal cream or French vanilla cream, which was nice to have a little bit option there. So the item that I got is called a Fruity Pebbles French Toast and 2 eggs. And they do ask you how you want your eggs. For me, I want it over easy at this time. And with the French toast, it's 2 French toast sprinkled with colorful Fruity Pebbles or topped with whipped cream. And this one is actually, it kind of brought me back from my childhood days where I would eat Fruity Pebbles for breakfast, and I really wanted something more on the sweeter side and something different. Like I've never seen Fruity Pebbles French toast for breakfast at any locations I've been to.
Yeah, it was interesting. At least even visually wise, looking at it, it looks interesting. So it's pretty presentational wise, kind of pretty to look at. I've seen other versions of it, especially online, and I've seen people kind of like kind of really pack in and really make the Fruity Pebbles dense. I actually, at least visually, prefer to see it like how they have it, where it's sprinkled on. It's not too little, but it's not too much. So I think the way they present it works really well.
Yeah, definitely. I think the Fruity Pebbles and the bread itself makes like a nice texture. You have a little bit of like softness and crunchiness to it too. So the fruity pebbles don't get soaked through with all the sauce and sweetness from the maple syrup. It stays nice and crispy as you bite through it. So I think that makes it a nice experience for me.
Yeah, I agree. Overall, I really did enjoy this place. And kind of going back to the nasty box that I had, one of the three things I really enjoyed that kind of stuck out to me was, of course, as you mentioned earlier, the eggs and how runny it was. I know with Benedict's, we've run into places where they kind of overcook it and you don't get that runniness, which is what you really want from a Benedict. But I also really like the hash browns where they kept the nice golden crisp top. For me, that's one of the biggest things I really enjoy. And then also with the bread box itself, the corner edges were so delicious. I really enjoyed that as well.
Yeah, so they gave us this homemade cinnamon roll on the house, and it was really, really good. I remember they were talking about how everything's homemade and made in house, and this was really gooey. It was nice and tender in the center. That reminded me a little bit of the Cinnabons that you have at the restaurants, but it's not quite like over sweet. It has like a nice amount of cinnamon to it, and I really love how much cinnamon they sprinkled on the top of it.
Yeah, I agree. It definitely has that homemade feel to it, and it has a nice soft chewiness. So it was really nice. It just the right amount of cinnamon and not too sweet. I think for me, the kind of things I kind of run into quite a bit is when it's kind of overly sweet and it just kind of overpowers everything. But I think in this case, their cinnamon roll was great. It had a nice balance between the texture, the sweetness, and of course the cinnamon. So coming all together, I was really glad that they offered us a try for that one. So I guess we got pretty lucky here that they were really great and nice to offer us a try for this.
Yeah, definitely. So if you're in the area and you're looking for a breakfast restaurant, definitely come visit this one.
And to wrap up this episode is our notables for our trip to Eggscellent. The Nasty Box, which is part of the exquisite section of the menu, was a delightful breakfast treat that is more than filling with its unique take on an Eggs Benedict using a bread box. Both aesthetically pleasing and tasty, we definitely recommend picking up this one, if not one of the other two of these three variations offered at the restaurant.
And to support our channel, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the YouTube algorithm. And for more photos, follow us on Instagram. See you guys on the next episode.